My name is Mark O'Dwyer. I'm CEO and owner of Big Red Cloud. We've been in business 25 years, and throughout those 25 years, we've been helping thousands and thousands of small businesses run more profitable accounts by using our simple and easy to use accounting and payroll software. So I set up business in 1992 as a supplier of fax machines and photocopiers to small businesses. Throughout those years, early years, I myself found frustrations with my accounting systems. I got introduced to the owners of Big Red Book in 2000, and I liked the product so much I realised this simple and easy to use product was what I needed, and I wanted to become the owner of it. Since then, we've now got 50,000 customers using our software, both the accounts and the payroll. Business is very different nowadays than it was 25 years ago. Things were much more simple back then. People were more laid back and people didn't need information as quickly as they do nowadays. We've converted our software as the time goes on to enable business owners get access to information immediately, to reduce human error when inputting stuff into the software by having automation, and by having more time for themselves and give themselves more time to work in the business because we're giving them the information they need to run a more profitable business. So we have 50,000 customers, and over the years we've evolved with them. As they've evolved, we've evolved, and we've created software to meet their requirements. For example, we've had washing machine repairmen request that we have a smartphone app, so we went and developed a smartphone app for their use. We've had a charity who had 100 licenses with us who needed consolidation, so we included a consolidation module. So we work on a daily basis with requests from customers to ensure that our software is kept as simple and easy to use to give them time back in their business, and as I said earlier on, make their businesses as profitable as we can make it for them. So of our 50,000 customers, it doesn't matter if you are turning over 10,000 euros or 20 million a year. We give the same support and customer care to each one of those customers, no matter what size they are. Big Red Cloud is a business all-star because we have a fantastic product. We deliver on what we promise. We've put 2.5 million of investment into developing Big Red Cloud in order to make sure it's the best in breed of accounting software that's out there on the market. The second reason we're a business all-star is that we give second to none customer support. Our competitors have done away with telephone support, whereby we maintain that on a daily, weekly and monthly basis. So we do surveys of our customer base on a regular basis, and the single reason customers stay with Big Red Cloud is for our customer support. We still have customer number one after 25 years.
At Big Red Cloud, I suppose one of the key factors for the team is customer retention and how we manage that. So everyone within the team, whether they're part of the customer success team or they're part of the development team, are on board with that from the start. So the customer gets the best experience from the minute they take a free trial right through to purchase, right through to the renewal, hopefully 25 years later, which we have a lot of customers, still at that stage with us, which we pride ourselves on.
We recently did a survey here at Big Red Cloud, and our customer retention rate is 95%, and I feel that's due to being very open with our customers and transparent, and also that we put ourselves in their shoes to find out their pain points and how the account pack is working for them. And within having our pack of Big Red Cloud, you have unlimited support. So from start of onboarding a client to any day during the week, they can give us a shout and they can talk to our support team.
Mark gives us a lot of freedom as a company. So, as a management perspective, it's not tiered, it's very autonomous. So people have the ability to make decisions themselves in order to help the customers on their journey. And we very much encourage our employees to come up with ideas, come up with suggestions. We have a monthly staff meeting whereby we'll award a staff member Employee of the Quarter. We have a suggestion box so people can pop in their ideas, their thoughts, and they get rewarded if those ideas and suggestions come to fruition. So it's very open, it's very honest. There's an open door policy for all of the management, especially Mark, our CEO. So if anyone would like to talk to him, they can just pop into the office at any stage.
And the third reason that we are a business all-star is that we future-proof the business. We look to the forward, to the future, to see what features, what functions, and what technology is coming down the line in order to embed that in our software to give our customers the best of breed product to run their accounting in a simple and easy to use manner.
So there's a number of trends happening at the moment in the market. It's a really exciting time for cloud accounting software. One of them, for example, is the upcoming Payment Services Directive 2, which is a European directive. That means all banks need to open up their data over what are called APIs, and it just means really a way to electronically link to those systems. So for example, at the moment we're working with banks to pull data from the banking feeds directly into your accounting system. That gives two main benefits. One is accuracy, because the data is coming from electronic system to electronic system, so you're not going to have any kind of person in the middle making a mistake. And two is speed, because that data can be electronically processed much quicker than a person sitting down, printing off their bank statement or even reading on the screen and trying to enter it in manually. So the other big trend in the industry is artificial intelligence, machine learning. They're buzzwords, but they do have meaning in there, and they have big meaning in the accounting space. For example, we're working on a product at the moment that will pull purchase invoices in, electronically recognize the information that's on them, and turn them into data that can be imported straight into Big Red Cloud. What that means is in future our customers can simply get their suppliers to email them an invoice, and once that's done, it'll be all recognized and into their system for approval immediately. In Big Red Cloud, security is a big concern for us. When we designed Big Red Cloud, security was actually part of our initial design brief, and in the early days we had a firm of what's called white hat hackers who literally go in and try and hack your system, pull it apart, try and penetrate it from outside systems. So that's been part of the ethos of Big Red Cloud from the start, and it still is today. We're looking after data for thousands of customers, so we need to make sure we look after it safely. Part of that is our partners in Microsoft, where we have Big Red Cloud running in the Azure Data Centre out in West Dublin. And they have a lot of physical access controls, both to access the building and to access their servers that are in there, both from physically within the building and also remotely outside the building. So we take security very seriously, and it's an ongoing task for us.
If I had a chance to start over again, the one thing I would do differently is spend more time building my own brand. And what I mean by that is we were given an opportunity back in 2003 to become partners for SAP. I jumped on the chance. I took a secondment from Big Red and I moved on to build the biggest partnership for SAP in Europe, Middle East and Africa. If I had spent that 3-year period on Big Red, my company would be a lot bigger than it is at the moment. So the one piece of advice that I would give to anybody out there is have confidence in your own product and your own brand, and invest your time in your company to build you and your brand. So I've always been quite sporty, and I've tried to combine it with my business Big Red Cloud. So from playing Leinster under-20s at rugby, from doing triathlon for Ireland in 2 European Championships and 2 World Championships, to doing and completing 6 Ironman. I've drawn from those sport for the business in terms of the discipline required, from training to competing to actually just getting through the event. What it does for you, it does make you very fit. It gets your mind very clear, very concise, helps you with decisions. I've come up with some of my best marketing decisions when I've been out on a long cycle. And it helps in terms of influencing your staff. When they see somebody in the position as CEO of Big Red Cloud out there running, cycling, swimming as much as I do, it tends to have a knock-on effect and they become fitter. What that does for me as a businessman is we have less sick days. They're healthier, they're happier in their lives, and they're looking after themselves more than they would if there wasn't somebody at the top that was doing support. So from my point of view, I can't emphasize enough to business owners out there to try get healthy, get fit, and even combine it with your staff. It's a wonderful journey to be on with them. So I admire a number of Irish business people that have been very successful. You've got the likes of Colm Lyne, you've got Dan and Linda Kiley, you've got John Purdy from Ergo, you've got Jerry Kennelly from Tweak. These are all hugely successful, and I have huge admiration for them. Internationally, Richard Branson would obviously be one that would come to name, Dennis O'Brien, homegrown but also international, and of course somebody like Steve Jobs. These have all been hugely inspirational to me on my business journey, and I've taken some of the ideas that they've had and put them into Big Red Cloud along the way. So the top 3 tips I would give to any business owner out there is, the first thing would be to future-proof your business. You need to know that you're going to be here next year, and the following year and for the next 10 years. In order to do that, you need to look at the market, you need to see what changes are happening, and you need to adjust to match them. In our case, the banks have come out with the PSD2 directive. So we're linking Bigger Cloud into those banks to help small business owners seamlessly integrate with the bank accounts, cut down the amount of human error, and speed up the processing of the daily bank entries. The other thing that you could consider is the payroll modernisation that the Irish Revenue are bringing in on the 1st of January. Make sure your business is compliant. It's a necessary evil for every business owner to upload all the information on employee tax the minute you pay your staff. So make sure you have a payroll product in situ in your business, and this is one of the administration tasks that you can take off your hands. The second tip I'd give to businesses out there are Irish people as a whole are very slow to change. Look at your American counterparts, your British counterparts, your Australian counterparts. They all embrace change and they become worldwide businesses. So if you want to be parochial, stay the way you are. If you want to grow your business and become international, you need to embrace change. The third tip I give to business owners out there is don't be afraid to promote yourself. A lot of Irish people are ashamed or quiet or shy, but in order to get your business known, in order to promote your business, you need to be out there in the public eye. There's lots of social media available to you in order to promote your businesses. You've got LinkedIn, you've got Instagram, you've got Facebook, you've got Twitter. Use them. They're tools for businesses nowadays, which are in a lot of cases free to use. And unless people know about you, they're not going to buy your product. So don't be shy. Irish people as a whole are shy and embarrassed. Don't be. You need to be out there, get out of your comfort zone and promote your business on social media. One of the last tips I give to business owners out there is stay on top of your cash. Cash is king. You should be doing weekly cash flow forecasts and you should be reviewing them either on a Friday or a Monday. See how the cash has come in during the week. See if there's a deficit. If there's a deficit, how are we going to make that up? How are we going to have money to pay the wages at the end of the month? How are we going to have money to pay our suppliers? Where are we going to get the cash from? And obviously, we are an advocate of this. Bigger Cloud will give you all that information at the touch of a button by producing a cash flow report. By Big Red Cloud winning the Business All-Star Brand of the Year, the buzz it gave our team internally was incredible. These guys come in here day in, day out, week in, week out, looking after our customers, and to get a ratification as good as the Business All-Stars for their company, because it is their company, that they are the best brand in the market for online accounting was an exceptional excitement and process for them, and they're really buzzed about the whole thing. Bigger Cloud winning the Business All-Stars from a customer point of view was fantastic. I mean, it's ratification to them that they've bought into the right company, that they've bought the right software. I guess they knew that already, but by having a third-party award proving that we are the brand of the year through the Business All-Stars has been unbelievable. In addition to that, what it's helped our business is investors take us more seriously now and realise that this is a company that's won a brand recognition from the All-Stars, and it helps us look at different markets, and investors are coming in to look on that basis. As both a CEO winner of the Business All-Stars and a brand winner of the Business All-Stars, I'd highly recommend anybody to try and go through the accreditation process. Even getting the accreditation of the Business All-Stars will stimulate your business, it'll stimulate your staff, and it'll stimulate your customers. So I urge anybody out there who's even thinking about it, just go for it. It will be a benefit to you, believe me.